Hi guys, this tutorial is for the lazy girls who love cookie boxes but don't really like baking that much, more into the decorating aspect of things. It's a bit of a departure from my regular cookie decorating videos, but the vibe is basically take some store-bought items and maybe even some no-bake easy recipes and make them look really pretty. So we're going to start with some Oreo balls. Some people call them Oreo truffles. If you're going to add a little bit more fat, like cream cheese, you'll make it more of a truffle, and you could even get it really fine by using a food processor. But because I'm doing the lazy girl method, I have it in a little bit more of a chunky sort of cookie style, and I'm using a shelf-stable cream cheese frosting, a little bit of lemon juice, and some salt. So just stir that up, and then we're gonna start to form the balls. I really like this recipe because it is no bake. You can coat them in chocolate or candy melts, kind of like a cake pop. In this case, I just wanted to keep it super easy, so I melted a little bit of chocolate down after this and just drizzled it over top. And I thought that was cute enough, but if you want to really submerge them in the chocolate, you go for it. Whatever makes you happy. So I'm just chopping up some white chocolate here. White chocolate is notoriously difficult to temper, and I'm not even sure if I did it correctly, but basically I heated it in the microwave, stirred it, heated it, stirred it, and then when it was about the temperature I was looking for, I added in a little bit of grapeseed oil to get it sort of liquidy, and this apparently helps it temper. I wanted a couple of the balls really drenched in the white chocolate, and you'll see why at the end of the video. There's just a slightly different design for these ones. Like I said earlier, you can do a really sort of fancy application method, but this isn't a technique video. It's just about ideas and having some fun in the kitchen. So I found these great store-bought cookies from the brand, I think, Leclerc, which is available in my country, which is Canada. They're a pumpkin flavored leaf cookie, and I'm sure that you'll be able to find something similar, or in a pinch, I think golden Oreos would be really cute as well. So I melted down some chocolate. Here I am just showing you just if you were to drizzle some chocolate on it, but I really liked really pouring it on there. I just thought it looked better, more appetizing. Obviously, you could do this a lot nicer. You could maybe put this in a bowl, the chocolate in a bowl, I should say, and then dunk them. But I thought that pouring them was perfectly fine. This is all about making life easy, and at the end of the day, they look really pretty no matter how you do this. Here I am just dripping a few little dots or splatters on the rest of the cookies. I think it looks really cool later when we add a little bit of edible gold detail. Just adding a little bit more chocolate to those Oreo balls rather than just having the white on there. So here I am. I wanted to make some gingerbread, but to be honest, I didn't feel like rolling out gingerbread and then using cookie cutters, and I didn't feel like baking. So here, this is Pillsbury store-bought gingerbread dough, and what I wanted to do was roll them into balls, and then you put icing sugar, powdered icing sugar, all over the balls, and then bake them. And they make a really cool crinkle texture once they bake. So I thought this would be a really nice flavor combo in the cookie box, and super easy. I mean, who's gonna know that they're store-bought? They look fun, and they're pretty festive. Here they are from the oven, nice and crinkled. So now I wanted to do some embellishment using edible gold dust and a little bit of vodka. You can see I wasn't too careful with this process because I wanted some of the liquid and some of the powder, and you'll see why in a moment. So a few of those little cookies I painted on with chocolate, and then I just sort of scraped it off with a spatula so then you could still see the veins of the leaves from the cookies. I wanted to go over that with the gold paint that we just created. Really easy because it all runs in there and it really stands out from the chocolate. So I thought this was really pretty, and you'd never know that these are store-bought cookies. Now I'm taking a little bit of that gold dust without the vodka in it, and I'm just sort of going over the chocolate on the other cookies, and you can see it just looks so pretty, kind of like a gunmetal sheen, and it's really picking up all of the textures, and it's really exactly what I thought would warm up this cookie box and make it look really pretty. Using the rest of that liquid gold that we created, I'm just flicking on some little gold splatters onto those Oreo balls just to make them look a little fancier than they do. Now you can see this made many cookies, a few dozen. Here we are. I really like packaging these items. I just think it makes them look so pretty, and I really enjoy containing them in a cute little gift. The little extras like tags and ribbons also just make it look really professional. No one would know that half of this is store-bought, the other half is no-bake. I just wanted to mention that cool little golden leaf or golden feather was just a little bit of the extra chocolate that I had on my parchment paper after all of those drips, and I just sort of formed it with a fork, let it dry, and then put a little bit of the edible gold dust on it. I hope you really enjoyed this. I certainly had fun making them. If you have any questions or tips, feel free to leave me a comment. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.